Experiment time. Today I'm going to build 5 different starters with different hydration. Before you say you already did that, they're all made with whole grain flour. Is it going to make a difference? Hi, I'm Sune and I'm a food geek. A while back, I made an experiment where I built starters with different hydrations and we watched them grow on a time lapse. I wanted to see if the hydration made a difference for how much the starters would grow. That experiment is linked in the card above. People asked if it made a difference if whole grain was involved, and I thought that was intriguing, so I decided to make this follow-up video. So today I am making starters with 50, 75, 100, 125, and 150% hydration, all with 100% whole grain. I'll record a time-lapse video of it and we can see if that changes anything. If you're new to this channel, I bake a lot of sourdough bread and I make delicious food from all over the world. I'm on a quest to get the most out of every ingredient, and my goal is to teach you how to do that in simple and understandable steps. So join me by subscribing and ringing the bell so you won't miss any future videos. The flour I'll be using is a very finely milled whole grain wheat that I milled on my mock mill on the 0 setting. I'll be making each starter the same weight, 240 grams, so that the inoculation will be different. But I'm keeping the ratio of flour to starter the same, so we should expect the same potential growth. It's going to be interesting. Those were the words. This is the experiment.
First off, let me excuse my voice today. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, but as they say, the show must go on. Alright, so we're set up. All the starters are built and ready to grow. The picture you're watching now is frozen, so no fermentation is going on while I'm blabbing. I mix the flour and water first, then I add the starter to all the mixes and finish them as quickly as possible. It probably won't affect the growth much, but I want to minimize the time from mixing to recording. As expected, the 50% hydration starter was almost impossible to knead, but it got together in the end, but it was very, very compact. We'll see what effect it has on the growth. I'm gonna put a little gauge on the screen so you can see where the starter started. Almost, no pun intended. Did I tell you that I'm up for the Dad Joke of the Year award? I wish I was kidding. Alright, let's start the time lapse. Wow, that's a huge surprise. First of all, my starter usually grows to triple the size. I normally feed it 100% bread flour, but in this case, it seemed that whole grain stumped the growth. Second, well, I guess it wasn't super surprising that the 50% hydration starter didn't grow as much as the others, but yeah, that was true. It was just so compact that I think the yeast may have had a hard time getting to the starch in the flour. Or maybe it did get to it, but it was just so tough that it was hard to expand it. It looks like the 75% and 100% hydration experienced about the same amount of growth, which I guess is also in the range of where we'd normally bake a bread. So that's good to know. In the 125% hydration starter, something weird was going on. You see a little bit of it happening to the 150% hydration too. It looks like the water and the mixtures are splitting. I have no idea why that is. If you know what's happening or you have a guess, let me know in the comments. If you compare it to the previous video, it seems like there's about the same growth potential when you get above 100%, at least up to 150%. It's also supported by my ludicrous hydration experiment where we just seemed to lose the rising power of the starter once we got above 100% hydration. Let me know what your takeaways are from these experiments. I hope you learned something today. See you next time.